All we've been good. Come to the cricket after and always attach that. Oh, Jesus.
This time it'll be on. You can't mute it. So basically, everyone's got to be on the best behavior.
No swearing.
No swearing. Thanks, Farms. It's working.
No
So now
swearing. Is it live at the moment?
it's live on YouTube.
Can they hear us?
On YouTube.
Oh, they can right now.
Facebook is coming up now.
Won't tell what story it is. It's a lunch break.
And I think it'll be live on Facebook shortly as well. YouTube is live already. I need to edit all of this later on and rename things. And oh, there we go.
Nice.
It's all live.
Welcome along for the second innings of this under-16 All Stars match. Apologies if you were tuning in earlier. We had a few technical difficulties, which meant we lost the sound, but we've reset things. It means there's a new stream going out on the airwaves at the moment, but hopefully you'll be able to hear some commentary with the stream throughout. I'll try and get that stream link, and I'll send that across to everybody in the groups around Cricket Hong Kong, and hopefully everybody's able to get back online, find us, and start watching what will hopefully be an exciting second innings to this match.
Almost ready. Walkie-talkies are live. We are live.
Did we put that in there?
Hmm?
Are we okay?
Yeah, we're okay. All live. Everything's working. All good. Thumbs up to the umpires. Ready to go. Number 18.
And we're underway here. Great start from the bowler and respectfully defended into the offside by Shiv in the third. It's absolutely cooking out there, folks. Just having a look at my weather app, which tells me it is currently 32 degrees, but feels like at least 41 degrees out there. So it's going to be a very hot 20 overs for those New Territories Tigers players out in the field, and equally for all those Kowloon Lions players that have the pleasure of being out there in the middle, trying to lay bat to ball. Leather to willow, as they say. Another ball goes through to the keeper, and no run.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, great delivery past the outside edge. A cry for an appeal. And I hope there's some sort of tickle on there, but not to be. Excellent start here, and we're seeing a very different start compared to last week from the New Territories Tigers, who were a little bit wayward with their bowling, a little bit short and wide, and this start here from Mr. Ahmed is absolutely fantastic. I've just given them the commentator's curse. I must apologise as he strays down the leg side, and that will be a wide as young Callum Mortimer runs round from fine leg to pick that up. Left-hand, right-hand combination for the Kowloon line certainly challenge the New Territories Tigers. Make sure that they're quick and proactive to get their field sets adjusted for the changes. And I'm sure they'll all be hoping they can get the left-hander, Mr. Abdul Samad Khan, out early to save them running around between balls every time the strike changes. Again, well bowled, nice and full and at the stumps and respectfully defended into the offside. Very, very good start here by the USRC quick bowler, Usman Ahmed. Really good start from the young man, taking on the discussion points from their coach, Shahid Wasif. We've talked about bowling at stumps a lot more at the end of last week's match, and he's doing exactly just that, and he's reaping the reward for it already. Fantastic first over and implemented exactly what was spoken about by his coaches as part of the game plan. So New Territories Tigers will be looking to follow on from that fantastic start. And those that aren't aware of the situation in the Caravel Under-16 All Stars competition and the tables, should the New Territories Tigers win this match, then all three teams will be tied on net run rate. After last week's game, the Hong Kong Islanders have a very strong net run rate and are certain to go through the final. So then that comes down to two things here. One, the New Territories Tigers need to win this match to get the points table tied up. And then number two is there is talk that the number that the Kowloon Lions must be kept under is 106. If they are kept under 106 runs, then that net run rate could be very, very close and could see the New Territories Tigers go through. Should the Kowloon Lions get over 106 off their 20 overs, then it looks like they will be in the box seat even if they lose to progress through the final. So both teams, I think, are aware of a similar sort of an equation. So watch this space. There's a bit of a game within a game here. We see Anirudh Rajesh coming in to bowl at the Argyle Street end. Coming in to bowl at batsman from Hong Kong Cricket Club, Shiv Mathur. It's a front foot no ball. It's cut into point, but no run scored. And we've got some buzzers, and it's gone through the men backing up, and they're going to add one more to the total, and that means Shiv's going to miss out on the free hit. And Abdul Samad Khan is fortunate enough to be the man on strike to see if he can capitalise on the free hit. Very big thank you to our principal sponsors, Caravel Group. Without their support, sponsoring this entire program, it wouldn't be possible. So we're incredibly grateful for their support. And I certainly know that the players involved are incredibly excited about this competition and having a great time, as that's hit long and hard. It's straight over Aria's head, and that is 6 runs off that no ball.
But I've heard he tried to get something if Aria just not tall enough.
A very good effort on the boundary, trying to jump up and get a hand on and scoop it back into the field of play, but that was just hard enough to clear his head. Add 6 more to the score. So early in the day, New Territories Tigers did a great job taking the score up to 142, setting the Lions 143 to win. Short and wide down the leg side, and that results in a wide. Great to have someone from the US watching the stream. Great to have you with us. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in, whether you're in Hong Kong or elsewhere around the world. Feel free to put a comment in the live chat, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. Equally, please let us know where in the world you're streaming from. Great bit of fielding with a direct hit, but that one was well in. As I said, great to know where people are streaming from around the world. Let us know, put it in the comments box. Hope you enjoyed the stream on what is a lovely, lovely day in Hong Kong. There was a threat of 2 typhoons coming in to hit Hong Kong this weekend, but remarkably, both have taken a turn in their courses, headed away from Hong Kong and left us with what is some spectacular but very, very hot weather. Balls come in, low full toss, but good to see the bowler following the game plan and targeting the stumps. No run scored.
Yes, the bowler. Bowled very well in the last game.
Lovely shot, just wide of mid-on, and a run through for a single. Great piece of batting. And Lions going along at 6.5 and over. Required rate just over 7.
Change in the field, sweeper from the offside, from the leg side, being brought in for the left-hander, and they're pushing the offside fielders back. Seems to be the plan to be bowling it outside off to up the mud. The third man back on the rope as well. 14 for no loss, I believe. Some odd spaces. Another no ball. Good Yorker though. It's going to be another free hit.
Very costly, the no balls. Always tough, and it'll be tough for quite a lot of these players, having not played much cricket on turf before. It is quite a big adjustment, moving from synthetic surfaces to turf, managing your run up, wearing spikes or trying to bowl on turf and rubbers presents a different challenge, and that's one of the big reasons why we've prioritised these games on turf, to make sure that these players are getting that experience. There's a big swing, inside edge, a French cut that has made its way down, and third man has run round, managed to collect it up, and just the 1 run scored.
Very well fielded. Takes them to 16.
On my shoulder, I've got Natesh Milani, typically our production manager, but we're training up our next production guru, and James Chan. Very grateful to have his services here as he's using our technology partner software, MV Play. Very grateful for their support. Largely used as our performance analyst tool for all our national squads, but we also use it for broadcasting and all our streaming as well.
Oh, another good ball.
Yorker and outside edge and down to third man just for 1 run. Yeah, so a big thank you to MV Play. That's a piece of software and a company. They're used by England Cricket Board for all the England national squads analysis. It's used by New Zealand Cricket as well. Many of the associate nations, high performance associate nations. So it's a great piece of software, and one that we're incredibly grateful to have access to and have the support from them.
Finally, a bit of breeze on the ground. 17 for 2 overs, so 106 is the number, right? 106, another 90 to go for the Lions to be safe, but they'll want to win. Today's afternoon game will be interesting one. USRC versus PACC, both coming off a loss last weekend.
He slides down leg and extends his arms. My apologies, Usman. I was talking you up last over, and I hope it's not the commentator's curse that gets you. Certainly a great over last over, attacking those stumps, challenging the batsman to make decisions.
Nice
Ball,
shot.
but over pitch, low full toss, and it's lovely straight through the covers all the way for 4.
Looking very good, these two. Very good batting prospects for them. I've scored a lot of runs in not age group cricket, but have already made their debuts in senior cricket. So
Yeah, and around the grounds in Hong Kong, we've got the Hong Kong Cricket Club Women's Cavaliers team versus the Sri Lankan Cricket Club Lionesses in Division 2 of Women's Cricket. Lionesses set 92 for 8 off their 20 overs, and the Cavaliers 66 for 4 in reply at the moment. Off 12 overs, as that's short, wide, and cut away. Lovely shot out to the point boundary.
Lioness is a brand new team, doing alright in their first game. I think Cavaliers are ahead at the moment.
Yeah, great to see another women's team into the leagues. One of the fastest growing sectors of cricket Hong Kong, which is absolutely fantastic to see, and probably one of the fastest growing sports in the world. It's a much better delivery, but worked into the leg side, and great piece of running between the wickets. So carrying on around the grounds, Shiv, who's batting at the moment, his Hong Kong Cricket Club Sunday men's team, the Optimists, are playing the Cricket Hong Kong Dragons. Dragons batting first are currently 29 for 3 after 13.2 overs. Those 3 wickets are all going to the very experienced left armer Matt Rafter. Currently bowled 7 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 13. Getting himself ready for Saturday League, I suspect, as he turns out the Gower. Much better delivery on the stumps and just defended into the covers. Trying to get a score for the Division 1 women's game between the HKCC Willow Wielders and the KCC Maidens, but struggling to find a updated stream. When I get one, I will be sure to let everybody know. So we go back at a hand, slower ball, and interesting to see that so early on, and it's gone down leg side. And just see the umpire Roy extend his arms, and it's a wide and adds 1 more to the total. Kowloon Lions going along very nicely, just into 10 and over, and New Territories Tigers are going to have to be proactive to try and stop the flow of runs, especially given that in order for them to progress to the finals, this mix-up progress to the final, they need to restrict the Lions to under 106 runs.
I know why it's happened.
Same time, selecting the score on screen. Tricky job scoring and directing at the same time. If anyone wants to learn, please get in touch. We're trying to train up more people. We have more resources on the weekend. We got Smith on the camera. If anyone wants to learn how to be a camera person as well, please let us know. Happy to train you up. 35. So that should be 20 just to continue. Bowled very well in the first game, I thought. 3 overs from not much. -6 is the economy rate. Started with a few no balls here, but he's fine with them again.
Short and wide, cut away, but well-placed fielder out there is on the sweeping out in the covers, and it's just the 1 run. Again, too short for my liking. I want to see that ball pitched up, attacking those stumps, bringing in multiple modes of dismissal, bringing in bold, LBW, always a chance for caught.
Sweeper on the offset of Abdul Samad Khan as well. And that's much better.
It's a much better delivery there. Nice little bit of swing into the left-hander, and that's where we want to see 6 out of 6 deliveries. See the bowlers consistently bowling there, then that's going to really challenge the batsman to find a way to score runs. And with that consistent bowling there, I think you can then have that confidence to bring in the cover sweeper and put that fine leg back. That's worked off the legs. Danny Mapp gets a good hand to it, but they're still going to run 2. Wonderful piece of running, maximising the opportunities to score runs. A great piece of running between the wickets. great lesson for everybody involved today and everybody watching, that the intent to run the first one hard. Again, we hear the New Territories Tigers, or we don't hear them. Very quiet out there. Something they spoke about at the end of the game last week, trying to be more vocal and supportive of each other in the field.
They're not defending much, so they really need to put a lot of energy into this power play overs, because you can lose the game in the power play if you're not tight or consistent enough. So they really got to be looking for wickets early on.
Again, better delivery at the stumps. I'd still like to see it a fraction fuller.
So taking his time here, getting a lot more deliveries in a good area. Shiv's caught a few short and wide ones he's been able to score off. Short.
Short and crushed through the leg side, through the in front of mid wicket for 4, and well deserved.
Yeah.
The skipper's going to have a think here. How is he going to change things? Break this partnership. Try and wrestle some momentum back to the New Territories Tigers side.
Same issue they had last week bowling the Islanders, taking new ball wickets, getting wicket up front. In that case, the opener spot on 150. Opener spot on 150 here, it's game over. So, got an wicket.
See, it looks like Danny Mapp might be warming up. We might be seeing Mr. Mapp come in after a good batting display. Some lovely shots towards the death of the innings.
Good to see him bowl. I don't think he bowled in the last game, despite being one of the leading wicket takers in under 13 cricket last season. So it's good to see him have a bowl. Quite a bit of pace for a kid his age.
So for those listening, there's a slight sort of manipulation of the rules in these games. Bowlers can bowl a maximum of 3 overs. That ensures that we're getting around more players, ensuring more players are involved in the games, exposing them to pressure settings and a higher level of cricket, different style of cricket with players coming together from multiple clubs around Hong Kong. You see the worm that's come up previously. Worms actually following each other quite nicely. Both teams getting off to a strong start and then beginning to pull things back. And it's a great bit of fielding at short cover. Good to see Danny picking the ball up. That short cover just could just move back a little bit just to give themselves more of a chance to stop the single. At the moment, that almost in the field is almost just in a dedicated catching position. Well, bowled again at the stumps, but Shiv up to the task, opens the face and just guides that behind point. Batsman runs for 1, through for 1. These two batsmen look like they've got a really good relationship, clear communication, clear understanding of what they're trying to achieve with their running between the wickets, which is very good to see.
Danny to Samad.
Danny this time gone wider outside off, full wide, but they've got a cover sweeper who's run around and collected it. But again, some great running between the wickets by this batting pair, and they run through very comfortably for 2.
And the first hard, very good. Just like that, already got 37 runs. 38, pardon me. Not much asking rate if they're aiming for that 1617. I think they're going to be aiming for 143.
Certainly looks the way they're tracking as they're taking a very positive approach, the Kowloon Lions, to this. Thinking about winning the match. You can get stuck in a bit of a trap if you just think about 106 being your target. So this start that they're off to will certainly settle any nerves if there were any. But as we know, it only takes 1 wicket, Nitesh, and 1 wicket can change the game and change momentum.
We saw that in the Premier League last week in Pakistan Association, where 51 in 7 overs, chasing 120, collapsed to 106, 110 all out. Just 1 wicket, things open.
Yeah, it takes the outside edge down to third man. Good bit of fielding by young Callum Mortimer.
Yes, no, yes, no. No,
Good bit of backing up.
just
Yeah,
one.
and speaking of Pakistan Association, we're going to see them on this very field in a few hours' time as they take on USRC. Both teams losing their opening matches last week, but both teams showing some positive signs. They are a competitive force in the Premier League and will be wanting to get a win on the board, get a big W, and hopefully get themselves back into the competition.
Should be a close game.
And across at Kowloon Cricket Club, Kowloon Cricket Club will be having their local rivalry, the rivalry of the harbour.
Oldest cricket rivalry in Hong Kong, one could say.
Absolutely, and so those two teams will be taking each other on. KCC already chalking up a win against Pakistan Association. HKCC hoping to get their first win on the board. And that game's going to be streamed live as well with commentary. The commentary will be supplied by both clubs, so I think you can expect to see the rivalry on and off the field as they try to flex their muscles and vocal cords and prove their worth as a commentator. Expect to hear David Varley dominating the airways and trying to talk over anyone that tries to challenge his thoughts and plans and predictions for the games. As we see a bowling change here.
Number 27, Shahabuddin.
Yes, number 27 will be Mohammed Shahab Udin.
Good prospect. Bowled all right in the last match, bowled towards the death, so he's getting a new ball spell.
Yeah, very good young cricketer. All good young cricketers coming through in these Caravel All Stars under 16 sides. Great to see them challenged in a different environment, challenged on turf, playing with different people and bowling in high pressure situations as that's slapped to mid off and
Fumble, they might look for two. No, they went
straight through.
yeah,
And it's a phenomenal bit of running, and I hate to say it, but I think you could chalk that down as a lazy bit of fielding. As fielder looked to think that there'd be no chance they'd run back for the two, but in the end they did so comfortably, and it's a message to all cricketers, especially these boys playing, that every run counts. You've got to chase every ball hard to the boundary, chase it hard in the field.
Another two.
And if you're a batsman, you've got to run hard between the wickets. Every run counts.
Very good again, yet another 2 runs.
So an impressive start by this batting pair, and New Territories Tigers will be beginning to have nightmares of last week where it was a 150 run opening stand.
Wasp has now gone up to 80% win predictor.
Yeah, so our win predictor, Wasp, has gone up to 80% in favour of the batting side, the Kowloon Lions. The run rate required, which started over a 7s, is now down to 6.8, so it's wide down the leg side.
Ross McDonald umpiring his first televised game, I believe. One of the newly qualified umpires in essence.
Yeah, Royce making his debut streamed game, so congratulations to Royce. Involved in many areas around cricket Hong Kong. He's a player. He helped set up the Friday Masters League, which is incredibly popular and fast-growing league. Is again great bit of running between the wickets, putting the fielders under pressure and resulting in the ball going straight through the hands in a comfortable single. So just the New Territories Tigers beginning to bowl a lot better than last week. A lot tighter, a lot more balls at the stumps. Kowloon Lions are up to the task, and their running between the wickets is making life challenging.
Yeah. Really good batting by these. Again, these are two of the brightest batting prospects in this age group, so it's a challenging opening pair to bowl to.
Short cut straight to the fielder, and
on it.
absolutely love the intent from Danny Mapp, who as soon as he's picked up the ball, knowing that these two are looking to be aggressive with the running between the wickets, throws it at the non-striker's end and well back up by his teammates.
And you're trying to raise energy up the players of the field there. Standing short cover. Need a wicket here, Tigers. Need one really quickly.
Right to see bowled at the stumps again, and given the respect it deserves. That's where they want to try and get 6 out of 6 of their deliveries.
Bowling well here. Last couple of overs a bit better for the Tigers. Ending power play on a better note. First 4 are quite expensive. After that,
Stuff the hip and expect to see a leg by. Or not. Maybe a little bit bad on that.
Come on, Royce.
Royce wants to balance on one foot and tap his leg, and he doesn't. Very grateful batsman, I think.
So both teams off the power play. Kowloon Lions with 46 for no loss, and NT Tigers 46 for 2. So just the 2 wickets.
That's the difference.
That's the
Yeah, interesting stat that. Pretty even Stevens, with the exception of a couple of wickets. You see a little bit of a conference going on out in the middle with the Tigers, trying to work out who's going to take the ball and what the field's setting. We're seeing a bowling change.
It's like number 17.
We're going to see some leg spin come in as Harry Hodgson from
DB Smashers.
DB Smashers is going to come in and try and rip some leg spinners, see if he can bedoozle the batsman, get some form of stumping or catch or bowl, or I'm sure he'd take absolutely any form of dismissal he can at this moment.
Bowled her right in the last game as well. This is about not dropping short. Fundamentally, that's why all the leg spinners struggled last game. All of them was dropping a bit too short.
I think if he bowls anything like the leg spinner from the last innings, Jacob Lim,
yeah.
who very successful, kept it tight, built the pressure. We could be in for a very, very good bit of viewing here.
Yeah. I like this. There's a lot more intent and smarts showing around their field set here, with deep square leg protecting the short boundary, deep cover sweeper with something through to the offside. This be interesting. They've put a long on back with mid off up in the ring there, so no player on the 45 on the leg side, so expect to see Harry bowl outside the stump a little bit.
Just in sweep on the offside of it.
So as it's a 6-3 field. Not sure about Callum Mortimer's fielding position here. He's almost like a backstop.
Yeah. Very fine. Could probably stand a bit wider.
That one seemed to get stuck in the hand a bit.
So again, you see the players' uniforms all mucked up with Caravel on their chests. Caravel being the sponsor for our All Star series. Just run the under-16 All Stars this year due to COVID. But in the next couple of years, this tournament will be run at 2 age groups, the under-13 age group and the under-16 age group. So incredibly thankful to the Caravel group for all of their support and understanding and supporting our vision to raise the standard of youth cricket and our youth pathway cricket in Hong Kong, to try and help us create a steady supply of talented cricketers through to our national men's squad. And in future, we hope to be adding in some pathway programs into the women's cricket to try and support the women's pathway, as associate nations will eventually be included in the pathway to the under-19 Women's World Cup.
Might see it as soon as this season, hopefully. Some sort of women's under-16, under-19 tournaments. Meanwhile, these two ran a very good 2 a couple of balls ago yet again. And now they're taking another quick single. So decent over Harry, but 3 off it already. One sweeper back to the lefty, leg side.
I like that pace from Harry, a little bit quicker through the air. He had a chat with me after the last game, and we spoke about just trying to be a little bit quicker through the air, not give the batsman quite as much time to make a decision about going on the front or back foot. And we've made that adjustment this week, which is very, very pleasing to see.
Good over that. It's 3 off.
Yeah, fantastic start to his spell. Great to see some intent with his field set. Tried to make some adjustments from last week, and that's what this tournament and this sort of cricket's all about, is learning from these experiences, growing and developing your game as an individual, as a team. If we see that develop season on season, then we hope to see some really good developments in these players wherever they play.
Other change in bowling from this end?
No.
And they're changing it out, number 25. Number 25. Get on the walkie-talkie. Can we have the bowler's name, please?
Is that Cheyenne Puri?
Any ball in the last innings?
Oh, no, I know who this is.
Prakash Mishra? Is it Prakash Mishra?
That's it. Prakash Mishra.
I don't think we have him.
It's not on our team sheets. I don't know why, but excellent. Prakash bowled very well last week as I put the curse on him. Sorry, young lad. Again, one of the many leg spin stocks that are flying around. So similar, trying to get that ball through the air a little bit quicker than he did last week. Don't give the batsman an opportunity to give them the time to sit back on the foot.
So the display on your screen will be a little bit incorrect. We will update that by the end of the over. And it's 50 up for the Kowloon lines. Not a good leg spin prospect here.
Still a field set, but 2 out on the leg side, providing protection as Shiv comes down and uses his feet nicely and just hits out to the cover sweeper. Very nice bit of attacking fielding from the field around the boundary. Very good to see that attempt. It's be a good little battle here with the leg spinner coming over the wicket, angling across the left-hander and turning into him. Potentially brings in a couple of extra modes of dismissal with bowled and LBW. So it's full and just dug out to the cover fielder. So we've just got a little bit of a stoppage as the umpires realise that we've had someone doubling up on the bowling front, and as confusion reigns supreme here. Certainly doesn't bother us in the commentary tent. It's quite enjoyable to see another leg spinner come on and do his thing, but it's a great opportunity for some drinks to be run out to the batsmen. I think the New Territories Tigers will be hoping someone from their team picks up on the fact and tries to look after them with some drinks, because it is absolutely cooking out there. I can share with you now that on my weather app it says the temperature is a balmy 33 degrees, but it'll feel something like 43 degrees out there, if not more, as we start progressing through this innings. A reminder that in order for the Kowloon Lions to secure a space in the final, they just need to get over around 106 runs. Even if they lose this match, they'll be able to progress through on net run rate. As I believe both teams are aware of this, so maybe factoring into their game plans.
Lions well ahead if they just want to get 106. They're about halfway there. Why do we stop the over halfway through the over?
Well, I think there was the realisation that we've had a bowler bowl in the first and second innings. Did he bowl in the first innings?
No, Prakash didn't bowl in the first innings. I think the scorer just wanted to bowl.
Oh no, Cheyenne did. No, he didn't bowl in the first innings. Sorry. Pete's getting to me. This just wasn't on the team list. Oh, it's a low full toss, struck down the ground. No run.
I think I just realised his name's on the team list.
That will be it. Sorry, I've confused him with Cheyenne Puri, left arm orthodox bowler.
Everything's settled. Action back.
So in terms of the match outcome, we're still tracking for a good match. Quad rate back up above 7. Run rate currently sitting at 6.7. So you can see the introduction of spin has begun to slow things down as Shiv plays a lovely shot down the ground just for one. Great use of the feet to the leg spin bowler.
Change for lefties, righties is also throwing the rhythm off a little bit for the Tigers. The field have adjusted every ball. Still have time out of the game as well. Here we go. Little short. Oh, that's massive. Oof. Oof.
And that's out of the ground,
Oof.
folks. That's huge. That'll be calling for a new ball.
I don't think we'll see a bigger hit today. That's the last time the men's team hit one off the ground.
Well, sign him up. It's your job, isn't it?
KCC are watching this closely, I hope. Spare ball for the under 16s. You do not plan on a lost ball.
KCC coaches are watching that as they get ready to start their Premier League match this afternoon.
Did you budget for any lost balls for the under 16s? I know you budget for the men's teams, but I think you got to put another budget there for the under 16s now. Lost that one.
Somehow I don't think it'll be as high as the men's.
Well, I mean, let's see how many more games Ahmad plays. These kids are rapidly improving these days.
2 sixes.
Already?
2 sixes in this game for that gentleman.
So a little update. Looks like the Cavaliers have lost to the Sri Lanka Cricket Club Lionesses by 1 run.
Fantastic win.
Sri Lanka Lionesses in their first ever season have managed to chalk up a very close win.
Very first game as well. And here's a fun fact: they couldn't even bowl the 8 ball over because they didn't come prepared with the proper documentation. So maybe they don't need that rule anymore.
So the Cavaliers getting bowled out for 91, chasing 93 for the win.
Nice, very nice.
Phenomenal effort.
Last year's champions of Division 2 Cavaliers, defending Div 2 champions. Very good stuff in the line.
And also around the ground, the Opties versus the Dragons. The Dragons currently 42 for 4.
Oof. Coffee challenge games happening as well, I believe.
Still struggling to get a... Oh, there we go. We've got the Willow Wielders and KCC Maidens game up. The KCC Maidens, after one delivery to go, are 89 for 5 in their T20 match.
Maidens won the toss just about.
And I can tell you, of those 5 wickets, 2 of those have been run-outs. Wickets going to Emma Lai and Natural Yip, who has picked up 2 wickets in her comeback season.
Return to league cricket, naturally. Good stuff.
Short, pulled away, and there's no protection out there on the leg side, and they did have that in the previous over. Certainly want to have that protection as a leg spin bowler. And Warren talked about defending with his field, having plenty of boundary protection on the boundary, and then attacking with his bowling.
They can out of the power play. They can have a few boundary riders, still keeping a fairly attacking field.
You can forgive a leg spinner for dropping short every now and then. Just make sure they've got the protection out there, and it'll only cost you 1 run instead of the 4. So we do see a field set change. Low full toss.
Looking for 2 to long on.
A phenomenal,
Really
great awareness with his running between the wickets, and back for 2 very comfortably. And it just feels like that temperature has gone up a notch. The breeze seems to have disappeared, and seems to be very, very silent out in the field of the Tigers. Low full toss down the ground. It'll just be the 1 this time.
Yet to see the full complement of outfielders permitted by the Tigers.
So wickets, what's required here? Tigers need to find a way to get a breakthrough. If there's a catch chance, they need to make the most of it. Because if they cannot break this partnership, I fear that this game will continue to just slip away from them. Short. Attempted a big swing and unable to get the bat on it. It'll just be the 1 leg by. As umpire Sharoy holds his pose as he waits for the scorers to acknowledge his leg by. And it slides down the leg side, and it'll be a run to the score.
A bit one-sided here now, where the lines are going. Tigers need something special. Need a quick wicket.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they've still got quite a number of runs to play with. Run rate required is still over 6.5, and a wicket, and slowing that down can change that equation very, very quickly. But
we need to keep them under 106, the Tigers.
Without that wicket, yeah, the 106 is looking unlikely, but
Yeah.
it would certainly be nice for them to chalk up a win, leave the table one for everybody, and it just goes down to net run rate. I think they can feel like they can walk away with their heads held high, having chalked up a win out of the series. Let's just run down to short third man for one run. We really need to see these Tigers go back to that game plan of attacking stumps, trying to bring in every possible mode of dismissal, find someone that can get a wicket for them. Danny Mapp just bowling the one over. Could he be the strike bowler that could come back in? Have to wait and see as next spinner, Prakar Mishra, continues on with the spell.
70 for no loss of 9 overs. Cricket's Q has a win probability of 88%. What does Wasp say?
94.
Wasp is a lot more optimistic.
Lovely delivery.
Oh,
no, just fallen short. Very good delivery, and that's created a chance, and hope as Tigers team get behind him and see that there could be something that could happen here. They just need to make the most of it. As we begin to boil here in the commentary box, the sun is steaming down on the tent here. There's no breeze, no fans, no aircon, and
there's no sky. It's all white.
it is absolutely cooking, courtesy of the void from that's local toss. Just hit out, and a couple of well-placed sweepers means it's only one run. Those two typhoons deciding to veer off away from Hong Kong has just left us in the middle of a
climate system.
little silent spot of heat.
There's like
steaming.
A cloud cover around.
Lovely delivery, and Abdul Samad Khan comes down the wicket and plays a lovely shot down the ground straight to the fielder, but that doesn't stop him coming through for one run. So we hear the church bells ring in the background at the Argyle Street end. Again, yet to hear the endangered Kaitak Korkor.
Yeah.
Tends to come out in winter. Still a bit too hot for them. So that's very well bowled and well played and respectfully defended by Shiv. Well bowled and well played as it's guided past third man, and Point has to run round, collect it up, but not enough to stop another 2 runs to the score. This all seems a little bit too easy at the moment.
Very mature innings from these two.
Yeah, absolutely. Defended the good balls and gets to score off a few of them, but the running between the wickets has been a highlight for me. Allowing everyone available to them, putting a lot of pressure on.
Not allowing any
Tigers team
dots or bowler to apply any pressure here. Very nice.
Flighted down the wicket, and it'll just be 1 run down to Callum Mortimer at
76 at the halfway stage.
Yeah, and a big shout out to our technology partners, NV Play. You can see their logo in the top right hand corner. They provide all the tech solution for us to be able to do this live streaming, bring all the Grafton Rest to. Currently they're used in Hong Kong for our player analysis tool and team analysis tool by the Hong Kong men's and women's team. It's also the same technology used by the England Cricket Board for the England national teams. Also the same technology used by the New Zealand Cricket Board for all their domestic cricket and international analysis. So very grateful to have world-leading technology here in Hong Kong supporting our players' development. Hit away, backward to square, and it races away for 4 more. And I spoke about it earlier, and you'll hear head coach Hong Kong men's team Trent Johnson talk about a lot, is really making sure that you don't get hit for 4 or a boundary off your first or last ball of an over. Try and make sure that you get in and out of your over without that damage. Getting hit for a boundary early in your over makes it a lot harder for you to try and make that over economical. Get up in the back foot. It's a good comeback delivery by Harry Hodgson. Nice delivery and just worked off the legs to deep square leg for 1.
Typhoons passing by us, not landing and leaving us in this little package of weather with no wind, no sun. Well, there's a lot of sun, but it's like
They get tight.
might have a few fans lying around in the coach's room. Well, there you go, some wind. Hard to see a way back to the new territory. Tigers here. These two are batting excellently. Bowlers haven't really, they've had a few chances, half chances, but nothing has really gone to hand. Nothing big, no big appeals, nothing to put the umpires under pressure. There seems to be an eager parent right behind the bowler's arm taking pictures, being instructed to make way so the batsman can focus on the side screen. And there we go, back to the action. Harry Hodgson again. Short, dragged away.
That got what it deserved.
Fielder might still cut it off. Oh, good.
Oh, he
good
tried.
effort. He tried. 82. Again, this is bad flashbacks to the military fighters last game. 100 run opening partnership. Yet again here they struggle to break the opening pair. Been very good batting by the openers, to be credit to them. Even the last game they had, was it Alian and Parth Bhagwat. 2 very good batting prospects in their own right. Now we're here now, they come against Shiv Mathur, Abdul Samad Khan. Kids who play in junior league cricket in Hong Kong fear those names. And here they are batting as a pair and putting on quite a great demonstration. So future batting stocks for Hong Kong looking pretty good actually at the moment. So many young leg spinners coming through as well. You have to say there's some good pressure from Mohammad Azam for a spot in the next 5 years. But pace one stocks, a lot of young all-rounds coming through. No one has really grabbed headlines with their pace bowling yet. There's plenty of potential there to work with. Now what's the captain going to do? Is he going to go for one of the pacers? Is he going to stick to bowling? Kamisha going to get a 3rd over? Is he going to change something up to try and break this partnership? So Ban Muhammad, the captain, he's a decent fast bowler himself. May decide he's the only bowler to take a wicket for them. Actually, he got a wicket for them in the last game. So Ban Muhammad came on to bowl pretty late in the innings for his team. I think he got the wicket, got Parth Bhagwat's ball around his legs. So let's see if he decides to bring himself on and try and get a breakthrough. No, Parth Bhagwat to continue. Sorry, Prakar Mishra to continue. Leg spinner, Prakar Mishra.
Change ends.
No, it's the same end.
Is it?
Same bowler.
Oh, sorry.
125, yeah. His 3rd over. 3rd and final over. He's bowled 2 for 16 so far. Harry Hodgson's bowled out 3 for 24. Shiv's on 42 with 5 boundaries. Abdul Samad Khan 33 with 1 boundary and 2 massive sixes, including a lost ball. And here we go. Full toss, driven, no run. That's a made a full toss by Downstein on the wicket. It's a decent ball. Shiv Mathur batted 8 away from what would be a good 50 for him. Yet another 50 for him. He's scored a lot of them in the last couple of seasons. Here comes Prakar again. Really, not that short, but really well pulled. In the gap, 4 runs. Takes him to 46. Takes the Lions to 9-1. Flying here. Farm's looking around for some fans to keep us all out here nice and cool. We've got a nice little ice bucket next to us, so that's always an option between overs.
Dunk your head in.
Yeah, dunk your head into it. See how that helps. Here comes Prakar again now to Shiv Mathur. Much better ball. Work him to the side to just run. 91 already, the Lions.
Once again, early boundary by the by the Lions. Makes the Tigers rethink this over. Puts the pressure on the bowler.
Exactly. The balls have been under pressure the whole innings here. 17 came out the first 2. So they've not really had these 2 opening batters under pressure at any point during this chase.
It's been good to see the 2 batsmen out there use their feet, something that I believe the other team in their innings lacked and failed to do.
Yeah.
Neutralising the threat of Jacob Lim in the future, but
yeah, the footwork has been very good. Again, these are 2 of the brightest batting. That's okay. Don't worry about it. These are 2 of the don't worry about it. So these are 2 brightest batting prospects in Hong Kong. There's a lot of kids who play league cricket. Do fear Abdul Samad Khan, do fear Shiv Mathur. These kids score very heavily at the age group, have scored runs at senior cricket. So good to see them out here demonstrating what they've got in the live broadcast game. A full toss, hammered hard onto mid-on, fields it on the bounce, gets a throw in. Oof, oof, oof. Good backing up there as well by number 17. Good throw in. Good action, a good effort by Tigers in the field, but it's still a run for Kowloon Lions. Yet another thing. 93 after 12. They're 106, looking very comfortable. That victory. 49 needed in the final 8. Still, I mean, the Tigers could still win this if they have a really strong final 8 overs, take a few wickets, 4 or 5 wickets, bowl some quiet overs, put some pressure on the batting side, but it's getting harder with each over these 2 bat. So, gloves and a drink. The batsman want a gloves and a drink. I love the non-subtlety that we have in modern day cricket where you call for a pair of gloves, actually just getting a drink. Everyone just kind of accepts it and moves on. Keeper is taking off the helmet, he's standing back, which suggests we're going to have some pace to replace Harry Hodgson. It's the skipper, I think, Subhan Muhammad, who's coming on to bowl from that end, from the softball end. He's the only one who got a wicket for his team the last game, so he's got to get the breakthrough again for his team here, and multiple more breakthroughs after one if they have to stay in this game.
I think they've got to put quite the dent in the wickets column here to put the pressure on the Lions.
Mm-hmm. Best way to slow the run rate is to take wickets. We've got to do that here. Hot day. Like I said, there's no sky.
Got to lead from the front here.
There's no sky. You can't see any blue. It's just all blindingly white. It's like a thin layer of cloud trapping the heat in.
Quite smoggy.
Smoggy, I think that's what it was. I'm just kind of hoping it just rains and cools everything off, but not until after our Premier League game in the afternoon, which is going to be a cracking match.
Don't jinx it.
Not going to jinx it. Had a bit of a jinx earlier today. A lot of people praising our broadcast setup, and then of course audio goes and fails on us. So no more jinxing for today, please.
Those technical gremlins getting in the way of a perfectly set up broadcast.
Professional looking setup. Except the audio didn't work. Well, it's working now. It's not the clearest audio, but it's the best we can manage. Very well bowled there by Subhan. But again, very good running. Shiv calling early as a non-striker. The ball went straight to the point fielder, but they still got the run. So really, really good cricket again by the Lions. These 2 inching towards a 100-run partnership. Bowling attack, the second 100-run opening partnership they've conceded. Getting that top pair out, really, it's been a struggle. They've come across some really good opening batters in their defense. Some very good batting prospects in Hong Kong. They've had the brunt of bowling hard against them in this heat. On a pretty good batting deck that Joshua has prepared for us here at Ting Kong Road. So again, very well played again by Shiv Mathur. Another single. Again, Abdul Samad, very quick from the non-strikers and setting off as soon as the ball was hit. Good cricket. Yet again, the field has to be dusted.
Gasham being our head groundsman
Head groundsman.
here at CHK. It's a wonderful job for so many years.
Here comes Saban again. Played into the covers. They get one. They might look for two. Not that happy with the single here. Oh, they were looking for the two. There's a bit of a fumble. Samad's alert to it. He calls for the second. Shiv responds well by running the remaining of his first run hard and turning back quick. So, again, very, very good running there.
Very good communication.
Yeah.
Great options taken. These batsmen doing a fantastic job for their team.
97. This is opening partnership. Samad tries to heave the length ball to the leg side. Might have gotten into the gap. No. Boundary rider cleans up, but he's coming back hard for the second.
Oh,
I don't think he's in. One quick run too many.
And it's good.
One quick run too many, and Samad just couldn't make his ground there in time.
He's just been run out there.
Partnership ends in 97. Let's see if we can get the fielder's name for you in a moment. Anyone know the fielder's name? Try to get the fielder's name for you in a moment, but I saw the replay there. Good run out from the boundary rider. Good throw in. Samad wanted the second, call for a turn back, sprinted back, but maybe it was a one run too many, and the fielding was on point. The throw was on the target. The bowler made no mistake. Good run out. Farms, do you know who got that run out there?
I don't, I'm afraid. I just missed it. I just caught it on the replay. But it's certainly the breakthrough that the New Territories Tigers needed, and with 61 required of 56 balls, is that right? No, I'm off the pace there.
47 required.
47 required off. I'm going to have to calculate the number of balls somewhere.
40.
Maths wasn't my strong point
No,
at school,
44,
so I'm going to have to
44, I believe.
rely on the technology.
44, I believe, is the balls remaining in the air.
The Territories Tigers can go bang bang here. If they can get the set batsman Abdul Samad Khan out, then I say game on. Oh, it's a good effort. Coming in, targeting the stumps.
Who was the new?
New guy? Can you see the shirt number?
Arian Chandamari.
Yeah, 29. Okay. Finally a wicket. And is that the crack in the door that the New Territory Tigers need to pull off a win here? Looks like it's going to be Callum Mortimer on the ball.
Crack in the door. Great saying. Excellent. Don't know if that's what it is, but I like it.
Something like that.
I understand what you're saying.
Opening for them to wedge in and burst the door down.
Here we go. Callum Mortimer into the attack. I've seen him devastate the Cricket Hong Kong Women's Performance Squad in an under 15 when he was representing his club team, the under 15s. Just came in and bowled a series of Yorkers and attacked the stumps, which is exactly what we've been hoping to see from the bowlers on both sides today. So let's see what we've got. I saw him up at Hong Kong Cricket Club this week, putting in some extra training. He sets his field. Wonderful partnership with Shiv and Abdul. Superb partnership. Very optimistic appeal as it hits the batsman Arian Chandamari on the thigh pad.
Oh, Shiv the man run out.
Even higher than the thigh pad looking at the replay. Current run rate 7.29 and run rate required 6.88, so it won't take too many dot balls to spin that round a little bit. Nice to see him attacking the stumps. Oh, reasonable bit of fielding, getting the direct hit, but quick running between the wickets. It's going to be important for Arian to, hopefully he's been watching previous partnership and understands that being attacking with the running between the wickets. Tigers would love to get Mr. Samad Khan out. Not only is he the set batsman, they're going along at a great rate, getting rid of the left-hand, right-hand combination. As that's sliced away, it's in the air, but short and wide of the mid-off fielder, and they just run through from the single. So, seems to be a few chances coming along. Oh, and I really like the intent there, going for the Yorker. It's a specialty ball for Callum. He's just gone down the leg side a little bit too much, and keepers struggled to tidy it up, and they've run through for an added extra on top of the wide. But really, really like that intent, especially to the new batsman. Not an easy ball to play when you've been sat on the sideline, padded up in this heat for such a long period of time.
Sorry, the 100 up for the Lions. Of course, it's being updated on your screen in a moment. Another 41 left for them to win here. That's down the leg side.
That's the cost, that's the challenge of a left-hand, right-hand combination. Constantly having to adjust your line and your focus as a bowler, making sure that you're making what is quite a significant adjustment. And the 100 is up for the Kowloon Lions. Only 7 runs off securing a spot in the final, if our mathematician calculations are correct. It's a nice ball, good comeback delivery from Callum.
Yeah, I hope they score enough so that my calculations are deemed irrelevant. Hate to be the one doing the math and then be wrong. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. 103 on the board. That's what our official scores. The score on your screen will be tallied up in a moment. So they're nearly there. One hit away. Is this the ball? Wide.
A hopeful appeal. Hoping to get lucky down the leg side, try and catch it with a glove or something. Not to be. But I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment. There's been a few wides, but at least we're seeing a few chances potentially created here. Nitesh, still a few options. Ball's going in the air. Almost a run out.
Shiva's run out just short of whatever would have been a
Lovely strike, straight to a fielder. Direct hit, are we out?
Oh! Good fielding. Good fielding there. I don't know if you got that on the camera, but good fielding.
Wow.
Hit
That
hard.
would have been that little bit of magic you need to change your game, and exactly. I tell you what, that would have changed the game.
Would have. Another run out would have been big game changer. Shiva's run out just short of his 50, wasn't he? So,
he was 48 off 46.
Herring back to that second run probably wasn't on.
That's another no ball, of which we've seen a number today, and Abdul Samad Khan seems to be the worthy recipient of many of them, and he'll be looking to take this downtown and send another one into the bushes.
Yeah, no ball, and a single. So Samad Khan on strike with the free hit. He's on 30 odd, nearly at 40. He might look to get 100 to a 50 before this game's done as well. He's on 40 now, as per the official score.
Same thing that Callum Mortimer did last week. Just couldn't manage to find his rhythm. Yeah. Heavy over.
Yorker, attempted Yorker, and it's just hit out to the point, and it's 1 run.
Much better ball there. Yep, it looks like it's over.
And around the ground, CHK Dragons are 63 for 5 after 25 overs, taking on the Hong Kong Cricket Club Optimists in the Women's Division 1 clash. Two teams that were in last year's final, Willow Wielders versus the KCC Maidens. KCC Maidens posted 90 for 5 off their 20 overs, and the Willow Wielders are 20 for 1 after 4.2 in reply. Connie Wong, the one to pick up the wicket. And it was the wicket of Emma Lai, caught and bowled. Natural yip in her comeback season as 8 off 13, and Lemon Chung, who I believe was might have been captaining today, 4 off 9.
So Willow Wheelers are without Mariko Hill and Ruchita Venkatesh, two national sport players who have left Hong Kong for a moment. So pretty good bowling effort despite missing two frontline bowlers. Keeps them at just 90. Do they have the batting strength? So there might be a change of bowling at this end. Number 7 coming on. Kazim Iqbal. Into bowl Samad Khan. Short. Hit to fine leg. Just the 1 run this time. It's 50. The score is tallied up. You got shift that one over. I think we checked it on out. You got shift that back inside. Samad. Just updating the scores on our screens for you in a moment, folks. Bear with us. I'll tell you the score now should be 109, so you got that part right. The rest will be updated for you in a moment. Sure, making it very clear which angle the bowler is going to be approaching from in this over. It's Kazim.
See, they're making the most, having the field spread. But we want to see these bowlers attack the stumps. It's just, missed run there, missed opportunity. And I think that could be, if I was in the New Territories Tigers side, I'd be looking for that potential run out if that communication isn't the same as what was there in the first partnership. Just forgive us if there's a few jolting between the camera angles. There's a lot of multitasking that goes on in the production and commentary tent. Trying to manage not only setting the scorecard, but managing the camera angles at the same time. Certainly not a task I envy. My multitasking skills would not be anywhere near good enough for that, as that's a lovely strike through extra cover, and that is a dominant 4 runs.
And the lunch has just arrived as well. So more things.
Gotta love a lunch delivery. I'm not sure it's the weather for a hot curry, but we'll have to make do. And you can see the heat is really getting to the players out there. You're going to find it incredibly tough for those players in the Tigers squad. There's zero breeze out there. That lovely strike down the ground. Diving effort. Great to see that energy from skipper, I believe.
Yep, Samad's moved on to 47 for those of you wondering. Getting closer to his 50. He's on the non-strikers end now.
Required rate now under 6s, so the Lions continuing just to get one hand on that victory for today and book themselves a spot in the final, which they, I believe, have already done if our maths calculations are correct. If they are to win today, they'll be 2 from 2 and they'll go through into the final as the favourites, top of the table, getting ready to take on the Hong Kong Islanders, who they bet in the first match of this Caravel Under-16 All Stars series.
It's been a good series so far. Let's hope for an exciting end to this game. Only 5 more overs to go. Still plenty of time for things to go wrong in a run chase. Still above 6 and over needed. Oh, well, no, sorry. Not above 6 and over anymore, is it? Yeah, no, it's 27 needed in 5 overs. Under run of ball needed now. So Still space for things to go wrong, but we have to think the lines to close it out from here. Callum Mortimer to continue. Comes in the goal. Number 33, Samad Khan. 47, I think.
That might be it.
That might be it. That might be it.
That
That
does.
is
It
his
takes him to
50.
a well-earned 50.
There comes a round of applause for Samad Khan. Very well played 50 from him. And our scorecards up to there at the same time. Great work, James Chan. Getting that all sorted on.
Yeah, phenomenal effort by
One run off. Still one run off.
Usman Khan, having fielded for 20 overs, and now he's out there batting, and he's been batting for 15. It's great test of fitness and mental toughness. Let's see what he can do now.
The captain's knock here for his team. What a
Oh,
shot
and he's
again.
just crushed that over the cover fielder, and it's going to trickle over for 4.
Another boundary.
Tough break, and not easy for these New Territory Tigers players. I must say, Callum Mortimer, it's a great effort to come back after a really tough opening spell last week where struggled to control the ball, and sometimes that can be really challenging coming back into a game. And I think he's done a fine job coming back into things. Created a number of chances in his first over. He's up against a very in-form Abdul Samad Khan.
The captain today for the Lions is leading from the front. Bowled decently as well. Captain 20 overs now. Very good innings here. Closer to the victory here, closer to the outright victory. Only 19 more needed, but 20 more needed. Oh, it's 19. 19 more needed at the moment. After that single. Here we go. Here comes Mortimer again. Oh, it's a full toss.
Oh, it's another no ball.
Another no ball. Gonna be another free hit.
Rub your hands in the dust, son. Get some grip on them. It's bound to be sweaty out there. You'll be grateful for having a few fielders already on the boundary. Free hit, you're not able to change your field. Guess the batsman changed strike.
Here comes again. Short, plays in
Oh, it's
the
gone through everyone, but lucky there's a very fine leg, almost a backstop that cuts that off.
The signal buys.
Runs.
Signal runs.
Signal runs. They must have gone
Oh,
something
no.
else.
Oh, no,
We've
no,
got
he's
buys
got
up.
it. He's fine. He got it.
Umpire's giving the buys after all.
And Damari almost got away with that one and earned himself an extra run.
Goes against the keeper instead. I think we're all caught up score-wise. By the looks of it. Almost caught up. Got a very good again from Samad. Another quick single. He's off by 1 run. It's alright. We'll be okay. We know who's winning. So we're approaching the end of this run chase, as you can sense by the body language here by the Tigers. Seems like they're just cooking out there in the heat, trying to get through this game. Full and straight, hit really hard, really
Great
good
bit of
fielding.
fielding.
Soban Mohammed.
Oh, and almost a run out. Outstanding effort by the Tigers skipper.
Yeah, very good by Soban. Still in the game, he is. Still got the energy of sleep. Loud shout of scoreboard. I don't know if you picked that up. The scoreboard out here has not been updated for a couple of overs. Everyone wants to know what's happening on the score. Probably 126. Might be 127. Our cricket queue's gone down as well. I wish I had to sort this out for you.
While we're between overs, just again a massive thank you to Caravel Group for their support. They've sponsored this program, this All Stars program, or development part of the program for the youth player pathway in Hong Kong. So this competition, 3 teams, all compete, selected from all the players that are eligible within the clubs, receive training and coaching leading up into the tournament, and play in this tournament as a layer below the Hong Kong national representative squads in a way to try and raise the standard and add an extra layer of performance cricket into Hong Kong. So we're very grateful to Caravel for understanding and believing in our vision, and the support that they've given us to make that possible. This will be something that will happen every year, and will be happening in the next year will be happening at both the under 13 and under 16 age groups, as the teams come off, I think, for a very well earned and well deserved drinks break, as it is absolutely roasting out there. We know that there's only 4 overs to go, but I think it's only appropriate that these players, young lads, stop for a drink in what are incredibly tough conditions to play cricket in.
Yeah, quick drink break has been taken as the umpires are walking off as well. Well, it seems like the umpires pulling the coach aside, having a quick word with Javed about something. Well, the umpires try to figure something out. Our score is being slowly tallied.
So an incredible opening partnership there between Shiv and Abdul. Almost getting over the 100 mark, but not quite. So phenomenal opening partnership that has really dominated this race run chase and taken it almost beyond the New Territories Tigers. The run chase, New Territories Tigers, in order to stay in this competition, needed to not only win today, but to win convincingly, which would have meant bowling or restricting the Lions to below 106. That wasn't possible, and so the best the Territories Tigers can hope for is trying to sneak a victory, an unlikely victory from somewhere. But the final has all but been decided, with the Hong Kong Islanders will be taking on Kowloon Lions in the final of this, the first ever Caravel Under 16 All Stars series. Future years, this series will take place in the Easter window during the Easter holidays. But this year, with the interruptions through COVID, we've carried on the fixtures, carried them over into the early part of this season. We'll be finishing them off in a couple of weeks' time with the final. Later today, we expect to have one of the Premier League matches out here. USRC Premier League side will take on Pakistan Association. Both teams playing and losing last week, so we'll be looking to chalk up their first win. And over at Kowloon Cricket Club, KCC will be taking on Hong Kong Cricket Club. KCC winning last week. HKCC had a bye last week, so they'll be looking to chalk up their first win and beat an in-form Kowloon Cricket Club side. As we see the players and umpires begin to walk back out to the middle, ready to finish off the remaining 4 overs, or until the Kowloon Lions chase down this total. Big thank you to everybody that's been tuning into the stream. We hope you have enjoyed it. It's great to be broadcasting around the world, and to fans of Cricket Hong Kong and friends and family of those playing the games today. Hopefully it's an enjoyable experience for everyone concerned. Hopefully it provides a valuable tool, especially for those players as they go back, review the match footage, review their performances, things that they did well, things that they can improve on. Provides a really good learning tool.
Almost set to resume, which should surely be the last couple of overs of the game. Just trying to get the shirt number of the current bowler. Number 7. Tazim Iqbal, continuing on that end, bowling to Samad Khan. When he brought his 50 up, and be looking to finish the game off for a side. He goes for a quick run there, and he will get it. Hit it straight to mid-on. He ran through and got the run anyway. So really good again by Samad Khan. Run close. I think our scores all tallied up as well. Oh, close. Getting there. That was right. The total score is right. It's 120. That's what matters. Drag into the leg side again. Pass mid-on. Another single. Just 14 more needed for the Lions to pull off this victory. A few hits away is Abdul Samad Khan going to look to finish his game off quickly, but it's going to take his time. Comes Kazim from around the wicket. Digs out a good Yorker. 2 point for no run. Good old dash from Kazim. Afternoon's game should be exciting. Both teams looking for the first win season. USRC looking for the first win in Premier League history. However, this ball is bowled. Just wide of the bowler.
Oh, attempting a run out, unable to hit the stumps, but there's certainly a chance there.
A lot of action there with this one run. I was saying USRC yet to win a game in Premier League cricket. Fairly new club, only joined about 2 seasons ago. I think this is their 3rd season at that level. They're still looking to break that drought. However, they have signed a lot of players in from Lil Saiwan during the off-season. And they put up a good fight against Lil Saiwan, although probably conceded a few too many runs in the power play while trying to defend 140-ish, or 130-ish, sorry. So they'll look for a slightly improved batting performance and bowling performance today. The ACC on the other end collapsed. 50 for 1 and 7 overs became out 110 all out, chasing 120. So they want to avoid that this time around. Appeal for the LBW, not going to get it, definitely too high. But it's another dot ball, so it's been a good over here from Kazim Iqbal. Hasn't given too many away. But the batters are just coming in after our drinks break, so take a little time to get them going again. They only need another 2 sixes to win this game, so or 3 fours, whatever way you slice it. Not too far away. And let's hit to mid wicket for no run. End of the over. Good over from Kazim Iqbal. 131 for 117. 3 to go, 12 to win, 100% on Wasp. We've seen stranger things happen though, haven't we? The New Territory Tigers have a bit of inspiration left in them. As we wait to see who comes on the bowl here from the Argyle Street end. Might be Shahabuddin by the looks of things. Yes, in fact, Shahabuddin marking out his run. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Anirudh Rajesh, opening bowler, coming on for his 3rd over.
Yeah, we haven't seen Danny Mack come back into the attack, have we?
No.
Very, very quiet out there as the lads struggle with the heat and understand that this game is almost gone. 12 runs required to win off 18 balls. Stranger things have happened in cricket, so let's see what happens.
And we're all accurate on the scoreboard. James Shannon gives me the thumbs up. 59 of 50 is indeed Samad's score. 4 for 12 from Aryan Chandramani. Anirudh Rajesh running in. All set to resume. Tickle down the final.
Yes, Abdul lining up to really go large with that. He was getting ready into that power position, despite the fact that there's 3 men on the boundary on the leg side. And they're going to have to change the field. Players they have to be wise to the left-hand, right-hand combination and get themselves into position.
Still tweaking his field. He's not giving up here, Anirudh. Still wants the field set exactly how he wants it. Still believes he can keep his team in the game here. Anirudh. Bottom
Yeah,
edge again.
let's leave them with the trousers as well. I know I said keep them, but
Going for the big
we
heave
know
ho,
what sizes they are.
and bottom edges it.
What do you think?
Goes for a big heave ho and just bottom edges it away for no run. So Aryan 4-13 hasn't looked fluent yet. Hasn't quite middled it. Has been trying to hit his side into victory. But I believe he'll be there by the time the winning runs are struck, and he'll just need to middle one. There we go.
Flicked off the legs.
Look at the field out there in the deep. That was nicely middled. He got that off the bat. He got that where he wanted it. But falls short of the boundary rider, so it's just one run. And Anil's coming around the wicket. Field starts shifting around for the lefty again. 10 away from the win now in Lions. Where is he going to bowl this? Is he going to go for a slow ball? Is he going to Yorker? Is he going to top off? Oh, he's sticking to over the wicket. Sorry. What's the plan here, I wonder? Kamal shimmies, gets it off fine leg, gets it away for 4 runs. So that just takes him all that much closer to victory here.
6 quiet.
6 for 5.
Will we see it wrapped up this over?
Looks like that's what Samad wants with all the moving around the crease. He's trying to get something he can heave away for 4 into the leg side. Now can he finish it with a 6? He's on 64. The captain started very, very well, taking his team to the edge of victory. Can he finish it off here? Here comes Anil again. Very nice and full, but dug out very nicely into offside. Misfield, but they only get 1. A good change in pace from Anil as well. So I don't think they'll finish off in this over unless Aryan can send this out of the boundary. A little shuffle in the field for the right-handers. And now he's ready to bowl. Keeper coming up a little bit, a few steps. Oh, he's middled that one. That might actually be the winning runs. Oh, it's over the rope, I think. The cheer there suggested over the rope. What did our camera see? Camera woman, 6 or 4? 6, 6, 6.
It is.
It's, the call is coming in. The umpires are not sure. We've got the footage. Leave a comment about 6. It's 6, and that's the game. So Aryan middles it over the rope, and I think that is the match. Here we go. Bit of confusion about whether or not it's in the game, but I can confirm. 1 to win, apparently. What? James Chan. I think that's the game, if I'm not mistaken. How did they get 1 to win? Is it a 4? Was that signal 6 or was it signal 4?
No, now they're no.
I think now the umpires are going back into position here. Starting the next over.
So 6 or 4?
Was it given a 4?
So I've got exactly the same score they've got.
It shows 6 on the official score.
Oh, they changed it to 4.
They've changed it to 4. Apparently that was a 4. Was it a 4, cameraman? Smitha, what did you see? It looked like a 6 to me from where we're sitting.
Replay, you can't see.
Leave a comment in the YouTube section if you see a replay, folks. But it's been given a 4. Means you get 1 extra ball. Or a few extra balls. I think this is going to be 1. Arya Panjwani about to bowl this ball. Well, that was not the end of the game, folks. All that drama for nothing. We're going to have 1 more ball. Everything's back in position. Umpires decide that's 4. And Arya is going to be bowling this to Abdul Samad Khan. End the game. So Aryan thought he had the winning runs there for a moment. Not to be. 1 to win. Scores level. Here we go. If you're watching a live stream and that looked like a 6 to you, please mention that in the comments. Because eventually it seems to have been given 4. Oh, look. Looks like something's happening here. No, they're just getting ready. Just getting ready to charge the field after this winning run. It's not the winning run yet. No. It's going to be another ball. So the Tigers have brought all the fielders in. Really attacking. Arya's running into ball now. Bowls that length ball. Gets hit off the back foot to the covers for another dot ball. So we're going to have yet another ball. We're not done here yet. The Lions at the boundary are waiting to charge the field in celebration. Another ball. Imagine if Samad gets out here. Wide. Okay, that's it.
Well, there you go.
And that's how we end. Not with a
That's
bang, but with a
alright,
whimper.
and
It's a wide.
formalities.
And the game is well and truly over now. Sure, just putting his arms around it, waiting for the scorers to acknowledge him. Scorers, I don't think are in any mood to acknowledge him. Hope they have. There we go. All's well that ends well. 143 for 1. Solid performance in the Lions. Batsman really well batted by Abdul Samad Khan. Really good innings as well from Shiv Mathur for too short as 50. Run out by a good sharp piece of fielding by Malhan boundary. That would be the only wicket the Tigers take today. A run out from the outfield. They've only taken 2 wickets in the tournament, if I remember correctly. So that's something for the Tigers bowlers and fielders to work on. But for the Lions, another fantastic run chase, another fantastic win. 2 for 2. They get into the finals where they play the Hong Kong Islanders. Excellent cricket all around. Should be a good game next week. Well, the final is not next week. The final is on the 22nd of September, if I remember correctly. Next Sunday is going to be the Women's Premier League kicking off. First game of the morning, followed by the Men's Premier League T20. Today afternoon will be the Men's Premier League T20 as well. So join us then. I hope you enjoy the coverage. Apologies for the technical issues in the first innings. Hopefully all goes well for our T20 game today. That's it from us. James Chan, feel free to end the stream any moment. We will